Und damit willkommen zurück zu The Great Ace-Attorney Resource 2 Chronicles. Jetzt schauen wir mal, was die Reapers Identität, was eine Identität ist, I guess. Mal schauen, was dabei herauskommen wird. What did you mean by what you said before? If you'd like to know the Reapers' true Indentität, does that mean I'm crown prosecutor and I'm mortal like any other? I'm no demanded. But says all died haven't they? The people you have prosecuted, I mean. Whatever or not the trial ended in a conviction or an acquittal. Those I prosecute are the wise wretches of your society, people who without question deserve to be found guilty. Their world is a better place without them. But that's not true of Mr. Natsume, for example. He wasn't a wild wretch at all. Nor was Jenny. In fact, she's even so hardworking now. I can't deny that since I encountered you, things have taken a turn, but the point is this. If any of those wild wretches that escaped justice subsequently died in mysterious circumstances, it was at the hand of their own kind. It's not my work. Not Strongheart said the same. He believes you're not involved in any way, but you were attacked by those ruffians because they believe it's true. The fact is, the science people started to call me the Reaper of the Bailey. The number of serious crimes in the capital has dropped substantially. Oh, it would appear that even the most undeadly criminals can be made fearful for their lives. Do you mean to say? I mean to say that if my pseudonym serves a useful purpose, I adopt it gladly and with honor, but it's putting you in danger. You could be killed. If that is my fate, let God decide. Not von six. Weiß ich jetzt nicht inwie. Wenn hier irgendwas noch lauert, I guess. That's a portrait von ihm, also gewesen. Very majestic outfit and pose, but sadly forever painted it don't very good job of capturing a lot from 6. Yes, you're right. I mean, it's not far off, but artist has exaggerated his subject's handsome things. As it remains, I hear Emperor Napoleon of France ordered artists to make him look more attractive, and they painted him. How vain is that really not attractive quality in a person, isn't it? That portrait does not depict me, surely that's immediately busy. Oh, then who is it? Weiß nicht, das wird wahrscheinlich dann nichts geben, aber hier ist eine gute Person hier. It really looks like a punishment to me. I've never seen someone sitting like that before. He's moved and master signs we arrived. Do you think fast he's dead? If he was dead, he wouldn't be sitting up, would he? Well, anyway, dead or alive, he's not overly approachable, is he? I don't think he's going to talk us. He's not dead. Okay. Auch darüber Frieda. Mäuse sind warm. They were bats. Yes, it's a Reaper's family, I accept. What about the mute man in the dark cloak? I thought he was also familiar. Just not flying kind. But he be a dear friend of Mr. Riverson. Ich denke, wir müssen ihm auch noch die Zeitungsartikel zeigen, I guess. Gerade irgendwie so in den Sinn gekommen. Vielleicht erklärt er uns dann auch noch was. Gary wrote 8 of them. Könnte vielleicht auch Sinn machen. Not for the 6 about articles in this paper. Ah, yes, it seems there was a report nearby when that little skirmish took place. I had no idea I'd been photographed. It was careless of me. It looks as though it was taken after the people who attacked you had run away with. As I saw, the police have already apprehended every last of them, but there's someone else fighting alongside you, it seems. Nice thinking is it's the same man who's sitting over there as we speak, isn't it? As I'm intention already. He's my apparently. Perhaps you could tell us a little more about him. Ah, okay, das hat zumindest wieder was reingeschaltet, ey. Apparently, he's in my pledge to become a prosecutor. You could say he's my apparent type, I suppose. Like you are too early than Runo. I don't remember taking an apprenticeship with a great detective. He's currently compiling a report about last night's attack. It looks like he's wearing some kind of mask. On Lord Strongheart's orders, nobody knows that man's face or indeed his identity. But why would you agree to take on such a clearly suspicious individuality? Ich schon was trinken. Nicht, dass man dann hier wirklich noch Schluckbeschwerden bekommt. Ich guess nicht, dass da alles so zu drücken hört, aber hey. Zumindest irgendwas muss man sagen. Lord von Strongheart's order again is not one of our meaningless bullies. There will be a good reason for this action. I hope you're right. Apparentize. Ah. The test is complete good. In that case you can call it all the breeze. Anscheinend war wirklich nichts zu sagen. Nice to meet you. Back to work again. That was a really strange thought. I've never met the man before. I didn't even know the exact and yet somehow it didn't feel like our first encounter. Don't bother trying to converse with him. He says nothing to anybody from outside his office. Not Stronghead is strictly forbidden it. Oh, I see. Why are you so interested in my apparent height anyway? Oh no, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to. The way you stood there so casually, yet with that flawless posture, it couldn't be. Ah, yes, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Oh, what's that? That's Nipponson's man. Is he faring well? Sorry, the one I arrested twice in Casino 6 months ago with the stoop and the moustache and the heaters. Mr. Natsume, you mean? I'm not sure he'd be very pleased to find out you identified him from that list, Runa. He's fine, thank you. In fact, I received a letter from him by international post only the day I see. Well, I think we can end the discussion there, don't you? There's little time left before tomorrow's trial. I advise you to spend it into investigation of the case. Yes, thank you for the advice and for the conversation. I can't believe he is asking for after so stories and after Nippon sense. I'm not sure whether to feel happy about such worry yet. Also kommen wir jetzt zum Tatort oder wie sieht's aus? He never even engaged that Mr. Reaper would be friends with a mad scientist, did you? The turn of books and mad scientist? You mean Professor Hairbrain? Yes, it might be worth quizzing the professor about this relationship. With Plattform 6, I think. Oder er hätte noch irgendwas, oder müssen wir dem jetzt noch irgendwas präsentieren? Ah, da haben wir noch was zu bereden mit ihm. Oh Mann, oh Mann, oh Mann. I understand Plattform 6 is a friend of yours from your Universität days. Yes, that's right. He was studying law, I was studying science. What was he like back then? A good question. Unusually gentlemanly and now a nice fellow, really. Sorry, I think you must be Charity. I'm talking about the cold-hearted, merciless prosecutor Barack von Six. What was he like when he was at the university? Talk about a leading question, Runa. As I said, an unusual and extremely pleasant gentleman. After all, he is a little darling of the von Six family, with its great aristocratic origins. I didn't realize he had quite such noble blood. Little darling? Okay. It was a bite of shock when I came back to Britain and learned what he'd became the Reaper of the Bailey Nobles. Yes, that's right. I did hear that. there was a very big event in his life that completely changed him after graduations. Really? What sort of event? Ah, I'm sorry, but I don't know anymore. I wasn't in secondary at the time. I was in Germany already. Oh yes, of course. If he's heard all about the Reaper, I really don't have the heart to tell him that Lord von Six will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow. So, Professor, let me just make absolutely sure I've understood you properly. The hook explosions that occurred yesterday, that was an accident, you're saying? You had no intention to harm the victim, who was in fact their sole investor in your work. Is that correct? As correct as two squad is for a threat. Yes, it's true, said the man perished in a machine of my inventions, so I know that I'm far from blameless in all this, but still I would never use my discoveries, my inventions to take a person's life, not in a contingency. I'm a man of science, it's all I know. You have to believe me. Do you believe me? Do you believe in my hypothesis? Science is the pure side of truth. You know, I've always believed that all my life. I'm afraid I don't know much about science. You over theory, but I do believe, and I will fight to prove your innocence with all my might. I'm a man of the law, it's all I know. You have to believe me, please. When I went to live in Germany after I graduated, I learned something very important. Nationality, class, lineage. None of that matters as long as you try your hardest you can achieve anything. Thanks for the professor, and thank you in advance for defending me tomorrow in court. Alright, it's time to visit the great exhibitionist. Sorry. Well, that's where the incident happened, isn't it? Yes, I suppose that's true. Time to investigate at last. Also mit dem haben wir jetzt actually gerade nichts mehr gemacht, also mit dementsprechend haben wir das jetzt erstmal. Hey. »22. Oktober, The Great Exhibition crowns with the Crystal Tower. The showgrounds are a little too big for my liking. We've been walking around in the dense crowd for 2 hours, and now I've felt myself swimming 3 times. There are a lot of people ourselves. I've almost gone on 3 times too. Be careful, won't you? Just don't let go of my hand. I've finally made it through it. Is wrong, though, by the look of it. Here we are underneath the public experimentation state where the explosion happened yesterday. Gerichtssaal? What is that? I can hear voices from up on the stage. It sounds... Oh, sie ist auch mal wieder mit dabei. Oh, you're right. I have with you this times. I'm warning you. I will arrest you in a minute. Oh yeah. Go on, Inspector. Give it a shot. You ain't got no evidence and you know it. Wait, I know these voices. You've got a cheeky little mouth on you, young lady. But a night in the souls will teach you some manners. Just try it. I dare ya, if ya want that big old ship's remit down your throat. You're crazy, what are you doing up there? It's you here, you're here, your ladyship. Ja, was ist denn wieder schief gelaufen? How are you, your ladyship? I do hope you're well, your ladyship. Does that make her 3 times a lady? I am not well at all, it's far too busy everywhere. I want to return in a balloon, but just was a 3 hours query. Unbelievable, I'll go and have a word for you at once, your ladyship. You will be fine as pie. The kid it's no time once I pull some strings for you. Tobias Gregson, Inspector at Scotland Yard. Until recently he was suspended from duty, but it would appear he's back in action now. He's actually quite well now, appearing as he does the adventure of Sherlock Holmes. And for that reason he can say a word wrong to the stories over the years. But there are limits surely. Shall be... What is sunshine? Sorry. What gives then? Don't tell me you're on this case. Yes, I'm acting for the defense. We're here to investigate. Jeremy, that's the situation, is it? Is it really the traveling? Merely 5 bob, is that all you got? You're a lawyer and yeah, could stand to carry a bit more Cuba around in your pocket with another photo. Hey, that's my last bit of spending money, that is. Yeah, I can't have it back, but I'll have to charge for all the both of 3 bob. Na, jetzt werden die ganzen Charaktere nochmal vorgestellt, die wir schon mal gründen, I guess. Aus einigen random Gründen, I guess. This is gentlemen, straight up pickpocket or diver, done and bred in the East End of London. In the case that led to me over suspicion 6 months ago. This is a young girl I was defending in court. What the problem, hey Odo? Diver pickpocket? What's with all the name calling? You wanna beg or chips right down your throat and all do you? I thought you were proud to be a diver, Gina. You were just arguing with Inspector Gregson, but it weren't you. I assumed you'd been up to your usual tricks here at the showground. That ain't no way to talk to a lady, although half a year's a long time. People can change. I'm an apparent things now leaning to be a Scotland Yard detective, so you'll have to call me what everyone else does. It's Inspector Landstraight now. Bitte? Okay, sie wird Inspektorin? Landstraight. Müsste ich in der Leute fairerweise mal nachschauen. Wie das da dann zusammenhängt, denke ich. Es könnte auch eine Anspielung an einen späteren Charakter sein. Müsste ich jetzt nachschauen. Muss ich schon mal sagen. Inspector said Badgers is home made surely. The inspector part isn't entirely accurate. No one calls her that. For what this was anyway, investigation is of the cards for all of us. What's that suspicious to mean? Right, well, I'll be back up top. You'll hold the front down here, alright? Right, so... This raises a lot of questions. Ja, aber diese Fragen, meine Lieben, beantwortet uns die Juli Landstraight im nächsten Part. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten und bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.